Hello and welcome back to the Brompton Guy. As you may notice, I'm not using my fancy camera for the introduction in this video, and that's because this video is very different than normal. It may not seem it, but I normally put a lot of thought and scripting and planning into my videos, but this one I've just decided to do because it has made me think why owning a Brompton outside the city makes the most sense. And if you're willing to stick with me, let me show you what's made me come to this conclusion.
He's the Brompton Guy!
Right, you may be wondering what this is all about. So, let me explain a short story here. Me and Kevin were coming up to Aviemore today because Kevin was going to join his friend Anna finishing one of her last Monroes. And I thought, I'll just come along, keep you company, it's a 3-hour car ride. But I had no plans or intention to climb the hill because it's too windy for me today, too much snow and I don't have all the right kit with me, so I thought I'll throw the Brompton in the car, see what happens. As we're up at the car park and I'm deciding what to do, I look down and I just see this phenomenal loch, really impressive, and I'm like, oh, I'll go down there, see if I can get myself a wee coffee or something. And then as I get there, I'm like, do you know what? It's massive. So I thought, well, I've got the Brompton and it looks like a loop, so let's take a gamble and see. And it's definitely a little bit bumpy, as we can see there, but fine for what the P-line can do. Not the most pleasant for long rides, but is what it is. And if I was to walk this, it's around 6k. So it's not something I want to just walk quickly, but I've just whipped the Brompton out. Oh, this bit's bumpy. One-handed cycling. One-handed cycling. So I've whipped the Brompton out, and now I think I'm cycling along one of the most pleasant ever little stops in my life. Somewhere I would never be if I didn't have the Brompton with me. So having the Brompton in the boot has enabled me to do this little ride. And it's just made me think that that is what Brompton is about. It's folds. Yes, I am one of the ones that like to take it on crazy long cycles and do silly stuff with it, but being able to come here and it's just breathtaking, you know, it's amazing. We all know a Brompton excels in the city, that's just a fact, and that's its main clientele. I am one of those strange ones that like taking it on very far out adventures. But this is equally where it's at home for the exploring. Without bringing this in the car today, I would never dream about coming around this area by myself. Not just seeing some of these magnificent sights. And it's just that little, I mean, a 5-6k loop is nothing, but it gets us out and it keeps us mobile. And if this is what keeping mobile looks like, I am absolutely all for it. So this bit is unbelievably cool. Absolutely tight little path. Oh, it's just so lush and green. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, look at that. That is a nice old tree. Got the wind picking up. What a magical little route, absolutely magical. I'm sure this is really pleasant to walk, but on the Brompton is just amazing. So I've just decided to take an actual seat at this amazing bench where it's placed. There is an amazing view down at the loch itself, but I don't think I'm brave enough to go down that steep ramp on the bike. Even if I had the M line, I think I'm pushing my upper limit on there. I just can't believe you don't know these type of places exist until you just get out and look for them. This is just magnificent, and the great thing is, like, it is such a windy day I couldn't even explain it, but because I've got all this shelter, I just feel like I've stepped into some little different wonderland. Really, really cool. Another stonk of an old tree. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's a beach. And what a beach at that. That is stunning. A beach surrounded by the mountains. Wow. You gotta go take a look at this. Gotta have a wee look down here. Look at that for a beach. I don't really know what to say. That beach really caught me off guard. I had no idea it was genuinely here. Obviously the Brompton won't do too well on the soft sand. That's where the M line would come in, but what an amazing little gem to find. It's quite sad that this little ride's going to be over shortly. Right, I've just passed the beach, ended up going through a caravan site, and now I'm at a place called the Glenmore Visitor Centre. So I'm going to go investigate, have a little look, see what this little place is. Sorry, the cafe is closed due to staff shortages. Not much of a visitor centre there. But it looks nice if it was open. Right, I'm finishing up the ride here. I've just put the bike away because this place was right next to the car apparently. It's called the Pine Martin Bar. I'm going to go get myself maybe a drink and some food, but what a crazy, crazy little 5k. It's just been phenomenal. I hope you've taken something from this episode, and it's been a little bit more of a winger, but hopefully I can put something together and it's made a little bit of sense. But yes, I honestly do maintain that the Brompton has its place outside the city, as long as it sits inside your car and you take advantage of little 5k loops. Have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.
He's there.